Welcome back, mates. Crypto Lovers Trading Group. Over's doing well. Going on 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk a little bit about Chainlink. I got a couple messages earlier this morning. Hey, look, Chainlink has had a great run, but again, when we talk about let the charts tell you the reality, okay? We're now starting to see depending on what happens with this right shoulder coming up, we're seeing what potentially will be a head and shoulders pattern forming. And we know what happens with those oftentimes. So you want to be very, very cautious. I would be very, very cautious right now. We're at $40.78. We certainly could get another run here based on what we're seeing on the on-chain metrics in terms of support and also accumulation. We could get a move here to 42. I want to say 42 to 44. And obviously that would be, a significant, move, another 4-point move off of where we are today. We're up 11% for today. Let's see if we can get into a 4-hour candle here, and you'll see what I'm talking about potentially forming. Okay. And so you definitely want to see where Link is currently. Okay. Right here on the 4-hour, we're below this moving average, obviously. In terms of forming this the right shoulder, so to speak, of the potential head and shoulder pattern. And so what I would do is I'd be very, very cautious here with Link. I know a lot of people have locked in a lot of gains here from here to here on leverage, but also spot traders. Because if it gets to that $44 level and we do have a legitimate formed head and shoulder pattern, you can expect a sell down below the $40 level. I mean, that's just what that pattern. It's a bearish pattern in a sense like that. And then you're looking at falling, into that $30 channel, which is not where you want to be after this move. You want to consolidate these gains now above $40 if you're Link. Okay, that's been the problem that Link has had with its inability here. Remember testing up here at its high, when leverage traders played it back down to the low 40 level, is because it didn't consolidate. It set an all-time high and then, basically sold down off the technicals or on the on-chain, right? It didn't consolidate like we're seeing some other cryptocurrencies where they consolidate for a couple weeks and then they get another move. VeChain for one, keep an eye on VeChain this week. Fully expect VeChain to break out, okay? It's consolidated for some weeks after that April 200% move. It's consolidated, didn't sell down a lot, and we're going to move again. And so I'm not seeing that with Link at the moment. I'm very cautious with Link today. I do think it could move here another 2 to 4 points, though. I do. And so that's a really quick scalp trade, really quick, over, 1 or 2 day, until on leverage, depending on what leverage you use. Could see that here because you've got this. And you've got some compression going in here in this last 4-hour candle. We're going to see what happens here. But this head and shoulder forms, that's going to bring in, that's a bearish indicator for a lot of people, okay, obviously. And it's going to bring in a lot of selling pressures, for Chainlink. So I would eat some caution right now. The move's been made, I think. You could still capture a little bit on the scalp on here up to the next 2 points or so, potentially to 44. But I think then we're going to see some selling. We're going to see profit taking again, just like we saw at that $48 level to $50 level. So you just want to keep an eye on that. That's where we are. You've got some resistance here. Obviously, it's forming. You see these 3 wicks in a row on the 4-hour. That's telling you there's not much appetite at 41. Okay, so that to me is a bearish signal in a sense. I'll take a look at. I got to open up the IO map. I got to take a look at the in and out of the money. Take a look at what's happening with the addresses on chain and see. Take a look at the whale addresses and see what their entry levels were. I know most of them were at 27 to 29. And so 29 becomes a major support if there is a sell down correction in Chainlink. If she falls below 40, she can easily fall into the 30 channel. And then that 29 level becomes a critical support level again. All right, mates, quick update on Chainlink.